What's up, people of the internet? It's John back from Tasty Squad here, today with a new taste test or first impressions video. And today I will be giving my first impressions or my thoughts, my initial thoughts on Dishonored 2. Now, I was a big fan of Dishonored 1, so I was pretty fucking excited when I found out about Dishonored 2. I did my best to avoid watching all the trailers. I think I only watched 2, and they were purely for gameplay and the live action trailer, and that was it. So going in this game, I barely knew shit at all, and this is my first initial reaction of the game at face value, only about an hour and a half into the game, so I haven't got really deep into the new powers or anything like that yet. Really only played the tutorial, which is what you'll see here in the gameplay, as I want to give nothing away of the plot, and just 2 brief moments of the actual campaign. Other than that, that's pretty much all I've played, is the tutorial and the prologue. So without any further ado, let's get started. So right off the bat, I'm just going to say this is really the only bad thing I noticed, was the graphics were a little lacking, which I don't know if that has to do with the style, because it certainly still feels like it looks like it's the Dishonored universe. And if memory serves me correct, that's how the first game was as well. It didn't look amazing, but at the same time, it never looked bad by any means. So maybe it's not so much bad as very heavily stylized. But I've been playing a lot of Rise of the Tomb Raider lately, so maybe I'm just expecting things to look really realistic. And if it's not a game, say like Overwatch or other games where you can apparently tell that style is an aesthetic choice and they're not going for any sort of realism at all, it may not bother you. But here, there's definitely a sense of real world with a style, and it just doesn't look as crisp as real life as other games do. And that's just something I immediately noticed. But you know what? Graphics don't make a game, and it's a stupid little just fucking nitpick that I noticed that I immediately disregarded. I'm just trying to share to you my exact initial thoughts with the game, and that was one of them. 2, and here's one I did not expect. Now, it's been a long time since I played the original Dishonored, all the way 3 years ago, back in 2013 when it came out. And I, for the life of me, can't remember if Corvo is a silent protagonist or not. I'm not going to act like I remember, because I don't, but if he did speak, I feel like his voice was different. And his voice here just feels off. Not bad, just off. You expect like a really stealthy, slim guy that's in and out without a trace, and then he has a really brooding, manly voice like, "I'm Corvo." And it didn't seem like that voice fit that character. It's kind of like when you talk to someone and the voice doesn't go with their look. And I know you know what I mean. It's just one of those things you can't explain why it is. It just is that way. That's how Corvo is here. So those are really the only bad, and I'm air quoting here, bad things I noticed, because they're not really bad. They're just things that my overthinking dumbass self seemed to notice. Now, Dishonored 2, for an hour and a half in, not really getting any sort of powers yet or anything like that, feels and plays great. It definitely has the same feeling that the original game had, which is a welcome, because anytime you have a game in the same series, you want that sense of familiarity with the gameplay. And Monty, who does all the Let's Plays with me, my best friend, he says it, here's how sequels do it perfectly. You have the gameplay feel the same while adding new features. And that's exactly what Dishonored 2 did. It has new features, but it has the same core and same feel that it needed to keep. And I'm so glad they do that, because one of the very unique things of Dishonored is its interesting gameplay and its cool powers. And I haven't gotten any of them yet, but I've seen what I can get from the upgrade menu, and they sound fucking sweet. I honestly cannot wait to get that domino power from the live action commercial, the one where Emily shoots those motherfuckers and they all drop. I know that is going to be a showstopper, and I cannot wait. So Dishonored 2 really started out with a good fucking bang. And just like the original game, it starts fucking immediately. And it is a little slower start than the original game, and maybe only slower by about 30 seconds. Because you remember in Dishonored 1, hey, I'm Corvo, shit hits the fan. This time around it's like, hey, I'm Emily, I'm the new Empress. Things are kind of sucking dick right now, shit hits the fan. So immediately with that strong in-your-face start, and I love that. Dishonored 2, as of right now, is feeling phenomenal, and I'm really enjoying my time with it. I can tell I'm gonna love the fuck out of this game. Big new thing though. You now have a choice between two characters. That is something new for the entire series. First game you were always just Corvo. Now you have a chance to play as the new Empress herself, Emily. Which, this game made it feel like you're supposed to play as Emily and not Corvo. So that's the choice that I went with. And again, as for the Watcher, for some reason they give you a choice to not have powers. I guess people have big nuts and they don't want cool ass powers and they want the game to be hard as fuck, but I didn't get that one. But thank you guys so much. This is my initial reaction to Dishonored 2. I hope you like it, and I'm definitely going to review this game once I complete it. And as always guys, if you like what you see here, like, comment below, subscribe to the channel, and of course, as always, stay tasty.